not too easy to get out of. Actually, I'll show you exactly why before I go any further. It's got a roll cage and it's got a pin. If you want to get out of the truck a little easier, you can take that pin out and then just throw it back in. But I just didn't feel like taking that out. So, what's up, guys? Gio here from LGND Supply Co. And today I am doing another overview of yet another awesome giveaway that we are going to be giving to one of you very, very shortly. So this truck right here, it's a 2015 LTZ Duramax Chevy 2500, of course. And there's something a little bit different about this truck than there is with all the other Chevy 2500s in the country, pretty much. It's a very, very unique truck. This truck has 1,400 horsepower, which is why it has a roll cage and 4-point harnesses. But not to worry, because it also has the factory seat belts if you wanted to use them. But it has 3 turbos. So it's a triple turbo, 1,400 horsepower truck, fully built motor, fully built trans, and now you can win it along with $30,000 in cash. So I'm going to go over in specific every single detail of the truck, and it is quite a long list. So let's start off with the easiest, which is the exterior of the truck, and then we'll do suspension, and then we'll do engine, trans, fueling, and all that. So to start off, yeah, it is a 2015, so the grille and the hood, you may notice, look a little different. Well, actually the grille is still the OEM grille, but the hood is off of a 2019 Chevy 2500 Duramax, so it is the L5P hood. We wanted to throw that on just to make it look a little bit more menacing, and I think that we achieved that look with it. So it does have the 2019 hood, factory OEM, 2015 LTZ grille, but it is obviously painted white, so we have completely color matched grille, color matched bow tie. This was the LTZ, of course, so it did come with the chrome bumpers. They were powder coated and then painted, so these aren't just painted because paint does like to chip off of chrome, and that's why we powder coated them and then we painted them white. Powder coated painted bumpers. We have the Whirly Custom Fab little grill mesh up front here. Now keep in mind, this will come in handy to know. Whirly Custom Fab is pretty much the brains of this motor, because they pretty much supplied most of the parts to make 1,400 horsepower in this truck. So it is necessary to have the WC Fab logo up here. Before we go back any further, let's get to the lights. So we have OEM lights, but we do have quad projectors. So obviously, as most of you know, if you're subscribed or you've been following us for a little while now, you know that we built all of our headlights in-house because that's what we used to do for a living. So completely custom headlights, quad projectors, which means that the top are factory, but the bottom, which aren't normally there from factory, are D2S projectors. So you have both projectors on at all times, and then you also have that bottom projector as a high beam as well. So it's bi-xenon, so it is low beam, but it also flips on to a high beam when you flick on your high beams. Your turn signal LEDs are switchbacks, so when you signal, they are amber, and those are tinted lenses in there from Clear's manufacturing. They offer tinted lenses, clear lenses, frosted lenses for replacing all of your amber lenses on a lot of factory vehicles. So mostly trucks, but they do cars as well if you want to get rid of your amber. And all of this stuff is custom painted. Keep in mind, most of this stuff was chrome, such as the grille, the top of the headlights right here, that was chrome. The hood scoop was chrome. The hood had to get painted. That came primed. But anyways, let's move back a little bit further. We got paddle mirrors, because the 2015s did not come with the tow mirrors until 2015 and a half. Those came with tow mirrors factory. This one was a 2015, so it did come with the paddle mirrors, and we did not decide to change them. I think that these look a lot more fitting to the race truck style, and they just fit the truck better because it is a very small truck, very fast truck at that. White LED Recon cab lights, which are tinted lens, but we painted them black with only the LED strip showing, just to give it that really clean look. And that's what we achieve most of our trucks, because we really focus on the custom lighting. That's a big factor to making a truck look good, is the lighting. And then gloss black wrapped roof, not painted, so if you wanted to, you can take it off. Door pillars wrapped in gloss black. Window trim wrapped in gloss black. This was originally chrome, these were originally white. And then we have the Escalade LED handles, but unfortunately we did not wire up the LEDs because we tinted the lens. This right here is a lens. Tinted that just because we wanted that black and white look, and once you tint them, these LEDs really aren't too bright because they're not switchbacks, so they wouldn't really shine through anyways, and it's a lot of wiring, so we just did not want to hook those up. We got that black and white look on the handles that we wanted, and they look absolutely awesome. So these are literally right off of a 2015 to 20, I believe, 19 Escalade, if you guys are wondering. Nothing else over here. In the back we have Recon LED taillights, clear lens that we opened up, painted white and black with tinted C-bars. So I have the DRLs on right now so you guys can see what it looks like with them on. It looks like blood on. That's crazy. It just looks cool. And then of course matching Recon third brake light, LED of course, all black inside and out, clear lens, which is painted black, match the black roof, color matched tailgate handle, powder coated Illusion purple hitch, and then as I said with the front bumper, it is painted, so is the back bumper because these come chrome. Alright, so exterior wise, we're good. Suspension. Alright, start from the front. Suspension and wheels. So starting off with the KG1 Forged Aristos 20x12 black and milled with metal lug spiked lug nuts and Nitto NT05 tires, which are very, very smooth. They make absolutely no noise. They may not be the best for mudding. I wouldn't say this truck is very good for mudding. If that's your goal, then this might not be the truck for you, but it is a phenomenal truck to own. I'll tell you that much. To say that you own a 1400 horsepower truck is just something that you don't really say much. So anyways, so next is the Cognito upper control arms, which are the boxed upper control arms. It allows for more clearance on your bump stops. And then we have the Vox 2.0 shocks, front and rear. And then we have Kryptonite heavy duty center link and tie rods, because the tie rods from factory are absolutely god awful on these things, at least because they bend. So if you have a stock LML Duramax, LMM Duramax, all of them, they suck. I'm sure Duramax owners know very well that they do bend. So completely upgraded steering, so you won't have any issues bending anything if you do a four-wheel drive lawn. Yes, it is four-wheel drive. I know a lot of people see a low truck and they just like to assume it's two-wheel drive. It is four-wheel drive, so don't worry about that. Anyways, front-wise, that is pretty much it. Let's go to the back. We have traction bars, a Fox shock, and then 2-inch drop shackles. So the front actually is not leveled or lifted at all. It is bone stock with the keys cranked down all the way. So that's literally as low as this truck will go. And it rides amazing on top of the tires as well. So it rides smooth and it's not bouncy whatsoever. And then in the back, we have the 2-inch drop shackle. So it's about a 2-inch drop front and rear. Still sits about a ½ an inch higher in the back, but it looks awesome. And don't forget, when you're really getting on it, that back end's gonna squat. So as far as suspension wise, suspension isn't too crazy. That's not where this truck shines, because race trucks aren't lifted, they're not lowered, they're pretty much bone stock, besides upgrading the parts that are weak, which is covered here. So next up is engine, drivetrain, and fueling. So let's get to it. All right, everyone, it is absolutely freezing here in Connecticut, and there is a lot of stuff done to this engine. A lot of stuff, a lot of little parts that are in the build specs on our website, and I have it pulled up on my phone right now. So it's a pretty lengthy list right here. So I'm gonna go through it, I'm gonna read it. You guys are gonna get to see the engine bay up close while I read it off. I feel like a teacher right now, reading off a book to a little child. Let's start off with the engine itself. So it is a completely built engine by Whirly Custom Fab and CDT Performance. Billet girdle. Like I said, you can't see any of this stuff, so it really doesn't make much sense to show you because you're looking at the same thing the whole time. So billet girdle, billet main caps, Callie's billet crank, a lot of billet parts in here. Waggler rods, oval bowl pistons, okay? Ported heads, HD heavy duty valve springs, billet push rods, Whirly Custom Fab billet upper valve covers, Whirly Custom Fab upper coolant pipe, Elini Outlaw diesel heavy duty motor mount, Danville pinned water pump, twin 10mm CP3 pumps, AirDog 165 lift pump, an AirDog sump, and I think that's it for fueling. Okay. Drivetrain, so you can't see that either. Fully built CDT LML transmission. When I say fully built, this thing is built balls to the wall. There is not a single thing more that you could do to this trans, and it shifts amazing, and I have very good faith in this trans. So anyways, fully built CDT trans. Billet input shafts, billet output shafts, C3 oiler, PTO hub, Mag High-Tech deep pan, trans brace, powder coated PTO covers, and Goran torque converter. So that is the build for the transmission. Now let's move on to the management and sensors. The main event here, what you guys have all been waiting for, is the turbo setup. So you have a S476 SXE, twin BorgWarner S369s. So 369s, 476 in the valley, and of course the Whirly Custom Fab triple turbo setup, which ties it all in. Yeah, that's it. You guys just have to go look at the build list for yourself. It's absolutely insane. It's hard to read off because everything's like a little bit here, a little bit there, but it is very impressive, and it's a very impressive truck. And anybody that knows the truck, because the truck has been around for a little while, we did revamp it, make it look better, made sure everything was mechanically sound. Close it up and show you guys the interior. Ooh, $30,000 cash. All right, so that $30,000 cash is obviously included with the truck. We have G-Force 4-point harnesses, best in the industry. Full roll cage. It's an actual roll cage, yes. It is not just sitting in here. It is an actual roll cage welded to the frame. So it is it's a straight up street truck. And if you want to take it down the track, you could, but you could also daily drive it with your kids in the back, because the back seats are still fully usable. As far as the rest of the interior, besides the roll cage and the 4-point harnesses, the only other difference is the gauges and the CTS2 monitor. So you see all your vitals on the CTS2. You got your boost gauge, EGT gauge, and then your fuel gauge. The door panel here, we have a tuner. So it does have 4 different settings. Whoever the winner is can choose what setting to be on. I would suggest starting on the small tune and then going up to the top. Small tune is $850. Second tune is around $1,000, third tune around $1,200, and then fourth tune around $1,400. So be careful with the truck, but it's a very fun truck, very easy to drive, and I think whoever wins it is going to have a very, very fun time, and maybe show off to their friends a little bit, but don't get too crazy. All right, one last thing I want to show you guys. There is a button right here, and that is for your trans cooler, which is in the bed. All right, so trans cooler and nitrous bottle. No, there is not nitrous hooked up, but if you want to hook it up, nitrous bottle's there for you. We have not hooked up the nitrous just because we don't feel that somebody really needs that much more power. I think 1,400 horsepower is plenty of power. And to my knowledge, I don't want to spread false rumors, but I believe that this is, if not the highest horsepower LML Duramax, it is one of the highest horsepower LML Duramaxes in the country. So whoever wins this is going to most likely have the highest horsepower LML Duramax, if not the highest horsepower street truck that's fully loaded and newer in their state. So now is your chance to win it, along with $30,000 in cash, but this giveaway is literally 1 month long from start to finish. January 1st to January 31st. It's all you have to get entered. Just take advantage of this once in a lifetime opportunity. I promise you, it'll be worth it. If you don't win, you still get some badass merch, but if you win, well, that merch paid off. So click the link in the description below, grab some gear, and your entries are automatically recorded. And hopefully I'll be seeing you very soon. I mean, I don't know which one of you it's gonna be, but I'll be meeting one of you, as always. All right, see you next time.